So do you guys have a child? Not that I know of. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to today's Locals episode. My name is Jen. If you guys are new here, welcome. Today's gonna be a really special episode. So we asked over on our Instagram and in our community post over on YouTube what your juiciest and spiciest questions were for me and Susu. So we'll be answering all those questions today. So let's get our locals started. Before we get started, guys, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below your questions. You know, if we didn't answer it in this video, and I will definitely answer it in the comments or in a different video. All right, guys, before we get into any of the matches, we're going to be opening up our OTS packs. And small plug here again, go over to HeadtoHeadBattles.com. There's amazing merch over there. Go click on it right now. Pause the video, click on it right now, and then we'll open the packs together. I'm going to start off with the 19s. Let's see. Oh gosh, that looks like pack. So we got the Alpha something, the Strudel, and I know it's a token. Yeah, we got the max token, but it's okay. We got a couple more packs left. Second 19 pack. Ooh, okay, Red Reboot. Lone Fire Blossom, and another DD card. Okay, guys, so let's head over to the 20s. Oh, and what are you guys hoping for the ultis for the next? Oh no, actually no, it was already announced. Never mind. I forgot what it was, so comment down below what it was. And the band played on Zombie Stein and... Oh, snap, another one! Ghost Reaper! Oh, that's my second one! Dope. Okay, can I get a second one to complete my set? And... oh, we got the other option token. What? Amazoness Shamanism. Duplication and... oh, we got the Super Herdo Orange Light, too. Our last pack, guys. Last pack. Alright, Naturia Maron. Hidden Village, and... oh, nothing but... oh my gosh! We got our second Ghost Reaper. Well, now I kind of want to finish the playset, but... yeah, thank you so much for the luck, guys. Okay, guys, you know who my round one opponent was? Look at this. Toxic ass face.
What are you talking about? That's crazy.
Alright, so unfortunately, I couldn't record it because I couldn't get my phone arm, get it to work, but yeah, nothing much to be said. We went all the way to game 3. Game 1 and 2 was kind of a blur, and then game 3, this man double masqueraded me, so I couldn't do any. Kept losing 1200. Yeah, so I lost in game 3 to double masquerade. Again, the face.
Yo, chill,
chill.
He
did whatever he had to do to win.
Bro, not even, yo. It's what my hand gave me. I'm gonna play what my hand gives me.
Yeah. So, okay, guys. Oh, I'm too close. So we'll see you guys after round 2. Okay, guys, welcome to round 2. Again, I couldn't record round 1 because I couldn't get my phone arm to stick. So that's that. So we start off with the Rhino Heart and the Perlite Rhino, and unfortunately, this is the mirror match. So he changed the Hovness. Why am I so flamboyant? He changed the Hovness to Rhino. He doesn't get any hits, thankfully. So. And I don't know what variant of Tears he's playing, but I'm gonna assume, obviously, it is gonna be Shizu Tears. But here, yeah, I get the Kikels, you know, the usual route. And I do have the Medora in the graveyard, which is really good, because if he tries to proc off his Tears in his graveyard, I can just proc my Medora to banish the Tears so he doesn't get that fusion summon. So that's good in the mirror matchup. That's why I try to side out the Kelbex and the Agitos, because it is a little risky, because there are times where I would need to proc it because my hand is just really subpar. But usually, guys, try not to, because your opponent, obviously, if it's a mirror match, they're gonna fusion summon. And yeah, for this game 1, I think it went fairly easy on my end, because I do end up super pulling here. I did think though, like, oh, maybe I should have held it for the fusions, because his Tears can proc off in the graveyard. after they get super polyed away. But yeah, I just kind of went in here with another Kalos. He was pretty surprised though that I played a second one. I know a lot of deck lists right now play only one, but I like to play two. And here, this should be game, and he does scoop pretty fast. Yeah, this was game. So we went immediately into game 2. I believe I sided in. Did I side in D-Berries? I should have. I think I did. But yeah, my side deck, it wasn't ready for tiers. I didn't consider like there's going to be a lot of tier players today. I always assume, especially at our locals, there's going to be more rogue decks. So I just kind of cater my deck towards that. But yeah, onward to game 2. Here, yeah, I think here was just, the situation was just kind of flipped. My opponent just went full on with his board, and I didn't really have anything on my board, so I think I just end up scooping pretty fast here as well. But let's look at the gameplay, and I apologize for the glare once again. We try to fix it, but we cannot physically move the ceiling to get the lights away, so it is what it is. So he has the Palisades on board, the Kalos, and he does proc the Kelbic effect here. And I get my window out, but I think he goes over pretty easily, because especially with Palisades on board, he can get over window fairly quickly. That's an Abyss Dweller. That glare right there, that's an Abyss Dweller. And he does proc it. So I am graveyard locked. I am locked out of my graveyard. And I do manage to have the Scream here. And what did I say? That possibly cannot be another super poly, because I would have won this fairly easily if that was. But I think that was another tier trap, if I'm not mistaken. I don't control any tiers, so I can't proc it. So yeah, my window is unfortunately quickly taken care of. And yeah. Oh wait, was that a super poly? Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, he played the Tierman's Heart. Is that Heartfelt or Heartbeat? It's one of those names. But yeah, that was really surprising. I've never seen another deck list that played that. But yeah, he immediately scooped here right away too, because I know I was gonna get OTK'd anyway. So why not just go into game 3? But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys also play should be Heartbeat, right? Heartfelt doesn't sound right. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you play that. That card came in clutch that one time. He only plays one. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of the tier spells out there. Maybe I should take a look at it as well. Definitely take out the Meta Noise, guys. I think I say this every single locals video. Meta Noise is not that great in this format right now, especially with tiers riding everywhere, because you can fusion with face down cards, guys. And yeah, again, same usual route: Palisades, Rhino Hard, Merle, go into the Kalos. I also have my Foolish Burial here, which is really good. And I Foolish Burial the Shiren because I already used my Merle effect. And I go into the Kalos route here, and I also have the Shiren in my hand. And yeah, to do the fusion summon. Yes, and my mills were pretty good here. I think if I played it well and I didn't make any minor misplays, I could have taken this game very easily, because I thought I had the upper hand, especially with the Rakilos. So, but yeah, oh gosh, yes, he does super poly it away. So there it goes. And yeah, but Rakilos does come back, which was okay on my end for a bit, but it didn't help as much. But yeah, but my mills were amazing. But yeah, again, I think I just made pretty misplays on my part. So right now, he also has his own Rakilos on his field right now, and he goes ahead with the terraforming, gets the Pearly Rhino. Oh, he grabbed the Shiren. Forgot. I usually just go for the Rhino Heart or Hovness. A Shiren would not usually be my first choice, but yeah, he searches a Shiren. That is a Merle. That glare right there. That's a Merle. And then he goes into a Sprite Sprint. I didn't utilize my Link monsters or my Xyz monsters in this game. I should have. I think there was a point, maybe not in this game, though, in another game, I had a Merle and another monster on board. I could have went into my Sprint or my Elf, but I didn't, because I'm just not accustomed to going to those Link plays. But yes, I will learn to do that. But yeah, so right now on his board, the Rakilos, believe that's a Kaleido Heart, and then he has a Sprint. I think I just didn't have much else, so I did. In my head right now, I'm just deciding, should I just scoop? I don't think, even with the next draws, even if I'm left with like 1,000 life points, I don't think I'm gonna make it out to win the game because he just has so much on board. So yeah, I just immediately scoop right there and he takes the game. Okay guys, so let's answer our questions, shall we? Before I talk about round 2. So this one comes from YouTube from Mr. QT Rage. Thank you so much for all the support. And he says, this one is for the buff man. It's openly obvious that your partner is very beautiful. Thank you so much. I am very humbled. Taking her to locals in a very male dominant game, has there been any occasion where someone has gotten out of line? If so, how do you handle all the stares or talk? To start off, no one really comes up to me and talk because I look really I have a really bad resting, RBF. So even when we go out to tournaments, no one really comes up to me and says hi. Or I don't know, I've seen some players when we're playing and they get super nervous. I don't know why. I mean, that's why I always try to smile. Even in videos, right, when we're filming, Susu would always tell me to smile more because I just look really pissed off. So yeah, I mean, there hasn't been any instances where, people have gone out of line or like has said anything, but I have, I see the comments, for the females in the community who have dealt with those things, and definitely I think we should come together as a community to mitigate that. If you see someone doing it, definitely speak up and say something like, hey, that ain't right. But yeah, just to answer this question, no, I have not gotten anything. Rather, people are very nervous or scared of me. Okay, so for round 2, I know you guys saw my commentary and in the video clip after this, because that was my feature match. It was a mirror match. I could have played that way better. I definitely could have taken it game 3. We went all the way to game 3, but I definitely made some subpar plays, and my opponent, I think he just had better cards in his hand, but I also had pretty good cards in my hand, but I don't think I managed my resources that well, and I didn't really think steps ahead enough, to make the best plays. But yeah, that was a good match. I learned a lot. I should definitely practice more against mirror matches because that is kind of like what's going on. There's so many like tier variants here. So yeah, let's go to game 3 and see what we run into. Okay guys, let's answer another question. So this one also comes from YouTube from the username Primo2K. And this reads, how did you two meet? And whose idea was it to start the YouTube channel? So we met through the online dating app called Coffee Meets Bagel. I think it's still active. It should still be there. And hey, Susu and I, we both tried everything. I think Coffee Meets Bagel was the most tamed. If you're looking for a serious relationship, try that one. And for the YouTube channel, if you guys are OGs, I know you know JoJo. So Susu initially started the channel with JoJo, but JoJo had to drop out because of work. So I stepped in. So to answer that question, I guess Susu started the channel first. But I was always in the back end. I always wanted to design all the merch and things. So yeah, to answer your question, that was it. Okay guys, on to the next question. This question comes from Mr. Geraldo, and this reads, do you even lift, bro? If so, what's your routine? So Susu used to bodybuild, insert photos right here, editing Susu, and he transitioned over to powerlifting because he wanted to see his genetic potential. He wanted to see how big that he can get. And this is the man that you see today. I think he's gonna insert the Jiren photo right here with him. And his routine's gonna dramatically change because he's gonna go back to bodybuilding since his bones are shattering everywhere. It's not just his feet, it's his shoulders, his elbows. Yeah, or maybe he's getting old, who knows? Oh, maybe shade right there. And yeah, so he's gonna cut back. He's not gonna be doing all his PRs anymore. I think he's gonna go back to more of his bodybuilding regimen. For me, I want to bodybuild. I like bodybuilding. I want to get more deeply into it. I think right now I'm being like, I'm kind of half-assing it right now. I do want to compete in the wellness division one day, and that requires me to put on a lot of muscle. So right now I'm hitting 225 on the deadlift. I definitely want to hit 3 plates by the end of next year. So we'll see how that goes. And we usually put up our routines up on our socials. I think I sometimes do that when people ask, so you guys can check over there. But we do everything like legs, shoulders, arms, back. I just don't bench because I don't want to lose the ladies over here. Yeah, that's basically our routine. Okay guys, let's quickly go over round 3 and round 4. Round 3 was more of a casual player. He was playing Dark Magicians, and he had Dragoons up at one point. I couldn't get over it at all, so that game had to go to him. And then we actually went to game 3, and game 3 I kind of ended up OTKing him with Rukalis and Kaleido Heart, and even in the previous games I just had Crime and everything else to kind of negate everything. And Havnus also came in really clutch because I was training Havnus to his Magician's Rod, and yeah, I was just milling really insane. So we took that game. Then round 4, we actually went up against Exo Sisters. I haven't seen Exo Sisters in a really long time. Of course, game 1, I got D-shifters, but I had the call by. So that came in super clutch. And then he DD crowed one of my tiers. I think it was Shiren, so I couldn't get that one off. And then he got the Time Thief Redoer out. He didn't go into any of his Xyz monsters. The Exo Sister Xyz monster, which I was super surprised. But game 1, that's kind of how it went. Game 2, he had the Necro Valley out, and then the D-Fissure out, but I had the Harpies and Cyclones, thank God, in my hands. So that was easily taken care of. So we took game 2, and then game 3, I don't think my opponent really had anything. He had the Michaelis out, but I managed to get my Kaleido and Rukalos out fairly quickly, so that I just kind of attacked into it and ended up OTKing again with Rukalos and Kaleido. So yeah, your girl took both games, and we are gonna go into round 5, our final round, which will be the feature match. I'm super excited to see what decks will be featured, so I'll see you guys then. Okay, let's do 2 questions back to back. I am unable to read this name because it is in a different language, but he or she asks, where are you from? So we actually both immigrated here when we were really young, from South Korea. I am from Seoul, and I believe Susu was from this, the prefecture or the city called Cholla. So that's where he's from. The second question is from Jamie Keaton, and they asked, do you guys like bubble tea? LOL, if so, what's your favorite? Susu doesn't have a big sweet tooth, but he does have one every couple of months. But his favorite is the taro slushy with the bubbles, and I would usually go for the classic milk tea or Thai bubble tea.
Boys, we're finally in feature match, and it looks like we have branded something. Guess the Aluber gets met with an imperm. He's gonna activate Rhoda to summon out or to search out a freaking Ray, man. Sky Strikers, and he hard open Engage. He added Afterburners. He's gonna normal summon the Ray. I'm assuming he went into battle phase, swing with the Ray, swing with the Hayate, and then he's gonna Druid's Worm, banish his own, banish the Aluber, and then he's gonna go Magnum banish the Ray. I'm not sure what's entirely going on, but he has 2 Bestials, so I think he's going to, yeah, so he banished the Ray to summon the Druid's Worm. Kind of interesting. And then we're going to dump another Ray with the Hayate, which is going to get met with the Magnet. I'm assuming there was some communication error there, but now in May phase 2, he tried to triple tax but can't because it's main phase, and he only activated in the battle phase. We're going to go into a Zeke. The Zeke is going to banish the Druid's Worm. He's going to go into a Kagari. Kagari is going to add him back to Engage, and then off the Engage, he's going to probably a Widow, right? Like, you probably want the Widow Anchor here. He gets a multi-roll instead. He activates the multi-roll, and then he'll send, and then Shizuku in the end phase, and then he's going to activate the Widow, and then he's going to set the Widow back, which is going to get banished. His opponent is going to set a card, activate Super Poly. It was falling the Valbass, so we'll go into a Mirror Jade. He's going to summon out the Druid's Worm by banishing the other Ray. He's going to get met with a Widow Anchor. Interesting. And then Mirror Jade chain itself, setting the Albion to banish itself to lose the target. And then he's going to go Druid's Worm, banish the Albion, so it doesn't trigger in the end phase. Kind of nice. And we're going to Widow Anchor from the hand to grab... Oh, no, he activated Change of Heart. Wow. Okay, Change of Heart is definitely a one of, but still a really powerful card nonetheless. Now, the board is cleared. He's going to set one card. And then we're going to search out the Lubellion in the end phase because of Magnamit. And then we're going to activate Branded... This man top-decked Branded Fusion. He actually just top-decked Branded Fusion because he's a freaking legend. Holy crap. Okay, so Branded Fusion is summon out an Albion, and Albion is going to banish the Fallen of Albaz, the Aluber, and the Magnamit for a Masquerade, and the Striker player is going to scoop on that. I think the Striker player could have definitely played that a little bit differently. The moment the first Bistio came down, I would have not sent the Ray ever, because, you know, you really don't want to be able to have your opponent, especially on a Bestial branded deck, to proc their Bestials because they do garner a lot more advantage, because I'm assuming he's playing Beast and branded regained, so you don't want your opponent to kind of garner those resources. And if you are playing Bestials yourself, which albeit is a little bit counterintuitive in the striker deck, it's still pretty powerful nonetheless, because you can go into a Zeke or use it to, link climb. But we are moving over into game 2, and I'm assuming the striker player, never mind. We're going to summon Aluber again. We're going to activate the Branded Fusion. His opponent has no hand traps. I'm assuming he wants to go hard second with Super Poly and other cards. So we're going to go Branded Fusion, sending Lubellion and Fallen of Albaz for an Albion. The Fallen of Albaz is going to be met with a Bestial Magnamit. And now we're going to be making a Masquerade, and the Dramaturge is going to summon itself back, and then the Lubellion is going to Tribute, and then activate the Branded Beast from the deck, which is a pop. So right now he has a Masquerade, a set card, and a pop, and then an end phase Branded Beast will set Branded Regain from the graveyard onto the field, so he also has a draw now, which is kind of nice. And then the end phase we're going to set the Branded and red, and have a pretty stacked board. Now, he's going to go, the striker player is going to activate Terraforming. He's going to take 600 here. It's going to be taking a lot of life points. Terraforming is going to grab him the Area 0. It would have been Mystic Mind, but Mystic Mind doesn't exist. Rest in peace, Mystic Mind. Anyway, so we're going to go... I'm assuming he's going to go the field spell, target the Magnamit. No, he activates Rhoda, taking another 600 to grab himself a Sky Striker Ace Ray. And then he's going to go... I'm not really sure what... Okay, so he's going to go field spell, target what, though? What did he target? He didn't target... People are misplaying bad right now. Okay, Widow Anchor comes down. Widow Anchor, I'm assuming, is going to negate the Masquerade. He can't take it because he only has 2 spells in the graveyard, but he does have Engage in the hand. So he's going to fire off an Engage. You probably want to go for... If you have 3 spells, you definitely want to go Afterburners, right? You want to pop the Lubellion and then pop the Branded Beast. So let's see. So, yeah. So he's going to go Afterburners. I would activate it immediately. Okay, Afterburners, target the Lubellion, not the Dramaturge. Please target the Lubellion. Oh my god, yes he did. He targeted the Lubellion, and now he has 3 spells, so Afterburners will also be able to pop a back row, which will be the Branded Beast. What is going on? Pop a back row. What is happening? Wait, he had Ash in his hand. Why didn't he Ash Branded Fusion? Did he draw it? Rest in peace. We have another brand new Masquerade coming down. He's gonna go Branded in red. I guess he's... What is he summoning? Guardian Chimera? Like, what? Oh. The Dramaturge that he was targeting got met with the Bestial. Okay. Anyway, so the Masquerade is going to come back. We went into the battle phase. We swung over the Masquerade. And then we're going to probably link off into a Shizuku here, which will allow us to kind of garner a bit more resources. Oh, no, he went to Kagari to grab the Engage back. Right. And they're going to be able to Engage and then draw a card now after searching because he has a lot of spells. But he can't activate it because he needs to go into the Zeke. Zeke will banish the Magnamit, and then he'll go into a Shizuku here. Activate Engage will grab him probably another Widow Anchor. You probably want the Widow. And then maybe draw into like a Call by the Grave. That'd be kind of dope. He grabbed multi-roll. He's going to draw a card off the multi-roll. He's going to activate multi-roll. He's going to set 2 cards, and then he's going to pass because, I mean, there were no cards activated after multi-roll, so he can't really activate the multi-roll to set cards. He's going to activate Linkage. Interesting. Linkage in the end phase. Why? To go into a Hayate? Interesting. I'm assuming the branded player passed back, and the Masquerade gets hit with the Shark Cannon. Kind of interesting. Again, I'm not... It could have been played like much differently, but let's see. So he's going to summon the Druid Swarm by banishing the Zeke. Now he does have the Branded Beast and whatnot. I'm assuming the Druid Swarm got popped somehow. There's so much glare here. We got to find a better way to do these locals videos. He's going to Shark Cannon, summon out a Bestial. Interesting. And then he's going to go A0, target, and then... What? Oh, he went Branded Beast pop. Okay, I see. He Branded Beast popped the Terraforming, which is okay. Not the Terraforming, the A0, which is okay. So we're going to go Ray into a Kagari, and then Kagari is going to probably add him back a... You probably want the Engage, right? He's gonna go into a Shizuku, go into his... Yeah, go into a Shizuku, set 1 card. It's kind of interesting. I feel like I'm kind of curious on how many cards the Branded Beast player has in his hand. The Branded Bestial player has it in his hand. I'm not sure if he's on a top deck or not, but it should be okay. So I'm assuming, you know, there needs to be a turn indicator, because as I'm talking, sometimes I lose track of whose turn it is. But anyways, the Branded Bestial player is going to get met with or activate Triple Tactics Talents to take the Druid's Worm. Interesting. What is happening? Let me know in the comment section down below what the hell is happening. He's going to set a card. Get met with the freaking Raigeki. It was Tragedy, so Tragedy will trigger. And then Tragedy, he chained Hornet Drones. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Hornet will go into a Hayate. And then the Hayate is going to swing for 1,500 directly. But then it got met with the Branded Beast, so it got popped. Right. Now, the Tragedy will add him the Branded Fusion, which he added prior. And then he's going to send a Fallen of Albaz and a Saronir for Lubellion. Lubellion, he's going to discard Evenly Matched. And then he's going to summon literally nothing. Oh, because he got negated. Oh, anyways. Yeah, and then the Striker player scooped. Well, GG's no re. Let's go.
For the boys.
Yeah, we're joking. We love Alan. Why are you fixing your hair?
Cause, you know, I look like...
Wait, you're fixing your hair and stuff? I'm here. Flex while you're at it.
We can't even see you because I'm wearing black. That's crazy.
Alright guys, we'll see you with Alan's deck profile. Okay guys, before we get into the deck profile, I do want to answer 2 more questions, and these are spicy, so keep watching. So the first question is from Austin. It reads, would you rather have a crazy tall but frail son or a short but brawling daughter? I think Susu and I, we can both agree we will go with the brawling daughter. Hey, I love children. Susu as well. I think all babies should be cherished, but just for the question's sake, we will go with the brawling daughter because I think we just value, I guess, strength more, and she could be a UFC fighter or a boxer. We'll train her. We'll train her. The next question is super spicy, like 10 out of 10. It's from Yugimons from YouTube. Which Yugi tuber do you think you can win against in a boxing match? I have to say Gage or Nim for sure. I'm sorry, Gage, we love you. Hey, you started it because there was this side thing. That's a story for another day. But Gage basically said he could beat Pac in a fight, and I was there, and a lot of other people were there, so yeah, we would have to go with Gage. And I think Susu is just the more... I think he's the strongest out of at least the Yugi tubers. I know, you know, there's Triff and there's Ruggles. You know, they're all very, you know, they all work out. And I know Ruggles is very cut, very lean. But I think just strength-wise, Susu might take that. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a Yugi tuber boxing match. Comment down below if you guys want that. Maybe we'll set it up. But yes, for my question, Gage, I love you. Maybe Pac too. I'll go with Gage and Pac. Okay guys, this is Alan. He's gonna give us his deck profile. Go ahead, Alan.
What's up, guys? So I came first place here at Side Scrollers with Bisted Branded Despia. So here we go. We run Triple Luber, Heart and Soul of the deck. Searches all the spell traps in the deck. And I have 3 1-ups. So it'll be 1 Dramaturge, 1 Adlib, and 1 Tragedy. Dramaturge comes in so much, especially this format. I feel to stopping like kick hollows, stopping the fusions, especially now that you have an extra target for branded opening. It's now like a trap now, and during their opponent's turn. Adlib is Adlib, and the 1 Tragedy is actually works out because of the trap card in the deck that you'll see in a little bit. I have double Fallen of Albaz, standard, and then the 1-ups of Albion and 1 of Cartesia. Cartesia is actually very helpful in this build that I felt with the Dramaturge because it allowed me to add pressure to my opponent, making what's his face, Masquerade, and then just bringing back Dramaturge as a negate. So it just added so much pressure in that way. And then the mini combos that you do with Albion, like with Albion and Sawanir, like you'll see like just trying to foolish burial like any of your continuous spells just to get off a beast. For the Bisted, we have triple Magnamut, standard. You have triple Druid's Worm, standard I feel. And 1 Savanir and 2 Lubellion. Nothing really much to explain there. For the spells, I have triple Branded Fusion, standard. And then triple Branded Opening. Like I said earlier, it gives, this has an extra target with Dramaturge, which is so busted, I feel. Then I have 1 Branded Regained, 1 Branded Lost, 1 Branded in red, and then 1 Field Spell. The Field Spell is iffy. I feel like it's cuttable if you want to put something else for it, but you'll see my not secret tech, but see my tech why I wanted to run it. Double Tactic, so clutch. Stealing the fusions after Tier makes their fusion plays, and then just steal their monster, and then just go Branded Fusion and just banish their fusion monster and make your own Mirror Jade and just apply pressure that way. And then triple Super Poly. God, Super Poly and Branded Lost together, it just wipes off boards, period, because your opponent can't activate anything in response to the fusion summon. Happened so many times. The mirror, I played against the mirror today. I had the leg up on that because of the interactions that I knew, and it was just it was lit. Pretty dang good. And then triple Allure for draw power. The amount of times I did Branded Opening just to search a Tragedy, and then Allure the Tragedy to draw 2, and then to search Allure was too busted. And then the 1-up traps, Beast, Banishment, and Retribution. This card is the reason why I feel you could run just 1 Tragedy, because these two do the same thing, because you want to reoccur your spells and traps. Banishment is banishment, just banishing fusions and all that nature, and Branded Beast. The pops are insane. Cortana, LOL, are for the extra deck. Pretty standard here. Double Mirror Jade, double Albion Branded Dragon, double Masquerade. Just pressure, not only because it's time, but like just to create pressure, because putting your opponent on a threshold and then just making Masquerade, you're just like, oh dang, I can't even do much no more. The 1 Lubellion, the 1 Titaniclad, 1 Abelintus, and then 1 Courtless. Standard, I feel like you could run 1. I got away with 1. If you know how to manage your resources pretty well. The 1 Dracostapelia, 1 Chimera, the 1 Garura, and 1 Starving Venom. These are kind of standard in the build nowadays. And then my tech card that actually came up a lot, surprisingly, was Warlord Fury's Dragon. This is where I was talking about, like, if you make double Bisted on your opponent's turn, or whether it be you super poly one of their Bisted monsters, and then using the field spell, like, and then this is a pop. So it's just so much interruption and so much interaction within the deck. Came up in the mirror match a lot too. And then the side, with the monsters, triple Bell, just for the Shizu stuff. The 1 Banshee, and of course with Now you can see it in Double Zombie World. Came up a few times. There was no flu today, but I expected flu. Board breaks, triple lightning storm, 1 Harpy Spider Duster. Standard, I feel. Nothing to explain. Triple evenly, really nothing to explain. And the last 2 cards is there can only be one. Whenever I went first, I just put TC Boo and Zombie World for the matchups for both tier and would have been flu, but there was no flu players. But yeah, that's my deck profile. Hope you enjoyed.
Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Locals episode. Again, if you guys didn't see the questions that you wanted to ask, you can comment down below. I'll answer it in a different video or maybe in the comment section when you commented. And also guys, thank you guys so much for all your support. We love you guys very, very much. And don't forget to check out the merch site at HeadtoHeadBattles.com. We're actually going to be doing a huge end of the year blowout sale around Wednesday or Thursday. And get ready for this, guys. Moochie plushies. Oh my god, I said it. It's gonna be there on Wednesday and Thursday as well. So make sure to bookmark the site so you guys can get yours. It's gonna be very, very limited. So I don't want to keep you guys for any longer, guys. This was Jen from Head to Head Battles, signing out.
What's up, guys?
If you haven't subscribed, make sure to click that button right there in the middle.
Also, if you haven't watched that video that YouTube is recommending you, it's probably crazy, all right? Go watch it. This is Susu from Head to Head Battles.
Jen from Head to Head Battles,
Signing out.